Gone are the days of nostalgia when you would see the trailer for a movie. It'd get you all hyped and you'd just be so ready to go and see that movie. You'd finally get a chance to go and you'd just be in that world and just captivated. You come out, you go to start talking about it with your friends, but your mind can only hold so much of that information from that movie that you forget things. So what would you rely on at that point in your life to help you remember and experience the movie that you just saw? Well, that would of course be the first official movie adaptation in comic book form. For me, I enjoyed getting the trading cards for that movie to relive certain scenes and whatnot like that, and just collect a whole set of a trading card, because I didn't really know about these growing up and know that these would be the story and give you scene by scene of that. I don't think we really do these anymore. Should we start? I know in a day and age where streaming is very popular, you can kind of pick whatever movie you want whenever you want it. And for a while there, people had disposable income where they could just go and just watch movies time after time after time and it not be a big deal. But are we missing out on this? Maybe not this one, because this one really did not do well from what I understand. However, this is my oldest one that I have. This is from 1985. This is from Supergirl. Like I said, not a very popular movie, but a book that I don't really see out and about very much. And saw it, picked it up for $1, and just was like, it just made me think. It made me think, is this something that our kids are missing? Is this something that we're missing? Are we so enthralled with the internet and everything that's streamed and everything else, and how fast we get information, and how quickly that information goes, and how quickly those feelings go, that we're missing out on things like this to get us by, to sit there and have things to talk about, things to read, to mull over, to actually really think about the movie that we just saw. Here's a way more popular version of a movie, and this is Batman, 1989, if I remember correctly. Official movie special for the Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson Batman. This was probably, I remember getting the cards for this movie in particular, and I still have a lot of them to this day. But there's also a different cover for this book as well, which is pretty cool. So there's variant covers for these. Sometimes they're square bound books, and they just tell the whole story of the movie that you just saw. Along the same path of Batman, we got Batman Returns. I remember getting the cards for this movie as well. And this was a really popular movie back in the day. I actually think I went and saw this one in theaters. Crazy one to go see, because there's some crazy stuff that goes on with the Penguin. Most of you who watch this channel know, but if you don't, then check out Batman Returns. It's a solid movie, and you'll find out. Then there's books like this. The all-new Flash TV special. This had a bunch of behind-the-scenes things, an episode guide, as well as 2 new stories. I don't think they were retellings of the TV show, but still just a lot to do with them, get you more enthralled in that universe of the TV shows. I found this one the other day as well. This is Barbed Wire, another official movie adaptation. This had Pamela Anderson as the lead character, Barbed Wire, in there. Rumor is that her sons actually have a production company, and they've gotten the rights to Barbed Wire. Not saying that she's going to return for it, but that they may bring that character back. I've never seen this book out and about. Like, these books don't seem to be, like, I don't know if it's just they're not popular, or maybe they didn't print a lot of them. I know that the Jurassic Park one, that's a really popular one, because like the whole like nostalgia of Jurassic Park, people want that first appearance of Jurassic Park in comic books. I know that some horror characters also have movie adaptations of their stuff in comic books. Child's Play, if I remember right. Jason, I think it was like Jason Goes to Hell or something like that. That was done in like a series of books, and that's where like Jason's first appearance is. And I feel just like as time has gone on, we've just got less and less and less of these official movie adaptations of these comic books. Here is the X-Men movie, the official comic book adaptation from the early 2000s first X-Men movie. So that was like a big thing, and it just kind of brought back a lot of the comic book movie stuff and the comic book boom that I think we're seeing now. This X-Men one, they actually did another one for X2, so there's an adaptation for that out there as well. I don't think they did one for X3. However, there is a book in certain editions of the DVD, which kind of brings me to this book right here, which is the most recent one that I have seen, and that is Space Jam: New Legacy. This is a thick, like, small trade style book though, but it's a comic book through and through. Tells the story of Space Jam: New Legacy. This is the most recent one that I have seen or heard of. Maybe they're not profitable, but like, are we missing out? Like, should these things come back and us, like, get our kids these kinds of things? I've noticed that my daughter has been, like, very infatuated with the Fantastic Four since going and seeing the movie. So much so that she's watching, like, and she's little. She's, like, 4 or 5 at this recording. And she's, like, watching red carpet stuff, trying to get glimpses and scenes of, like, the Fantastic Four and that jazz. She's been watching the old movies, but, like, if I had an adaptation of that comic book, I would be very tempted to buy it and give that to her and let her look at it and just read it. Not read it, because she can't read, but she'd love to look at the pictures and things like that. So, like, are we missing out on this nostalgia here of comic books, of the official movie adaptation? Or is this just ridiculousness that I've come up with? Let me know down in the comments. Do you miss these? Did you ever take part of these official movie adaptations? Did you ever buy them? Did you enjoy the cards that came with those movies, those TV shows and things like that? YouTube thinks you'll enjoy this video right here, so check it out and let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank y'all for watching. As always, y'all have a good one.